Here's my loaf. Cooling down some. It's still a little warm, but we're gonna cut it open and see what it looks like. Oh, good. You want to try some bread?
A little bit. That's why.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We got a beautiful loaf. It's nice and soft, full of eggs, a nice tight crumb. Beautiful. Okay. And once it cools all the way, then I will put it into a bag. This will probably make a great French toast. Peanut butter. Where did I put the peanut butter? Oh, right here. Just like peanut butter from the store. You know, just like the flour. Peanut butter from the store. You know, isn't that great? But if you have peanuts and you can blend them up and make your own creamy goodness, just add a little bit of honey or date syrup. And now you have yummy, delicious peanut butter. And we devoured that jar. It went so quickly. And then I have some blackberry jam that I canned up, I don't know, 2 summers ago. I just opened this the other day. This one's a little bit extra gelled. There. Good stuff. Thank you for joining me. What is Jamaican? Well, I made the bread from the last live video. This is it. The one that I wasn't sure if it was going to turn out because it was so wet and sticky. Hi, Lee. It turned out wonderful. Extra tall, but gorgeous. Right? So this is the bread. Oh, thank you so much. This was from the earlier 2 lives that I did, where I subbed most of the water for egg. I used 2 goose eggs. And then I added a little bit of water to get right around 80%. I added enough water to the bread to make it actually closer to 90% hydration. And we added about a tablespoon of butter and 20 grams of extra virgin olive oil. And it's a nice tall loaf of bread. It turned out, even though it was sticky and a pain to shape, was not my favorite. Didn't look the best. And yet, it's holding together, woo, very nicely. I love it. It's a win. That's the kind of stuff I like to do. Is just play around and change up. Yes, sir, it is bread. Fresh milled spelt. Added a little bit of einkorn flour and a little bit of durum. Mostly spelt. And, oh, I'm 5'6". Not too tall. Not too short. But taller than all my sisters. this turned out so good. And like I said, this bread would be similar to like a brioche. Brioche uses a lot of egg. Challah bread would use a lot of egg. However, I have recipes for those on my website, justmillet.com. This was simply an experiment. I love to do just experiments sometimes, and it was a lot of fun. So if you're interested, you're 4 foot, wow. Well, you got some growing to do. I'm all done growing. You're young, right? Yeah, you got a lot of time to grow. I was a shorty. Actually, I think I was not even 4 foot when I was your age. It took me a long time to grow. I didn't start to really grow until middle of high school, probably. Yeah, and I was the shortest one in the class for quite some time. And that's okay. Good things come in small packages, right? Good things come in all different packages. Everybody's different. I wish that I had known that when I was younger, that we're all different, and that's what makes us all beautiful. It's just how different we all are. And that if someone isn't for you, it just means that someone else is. You know, that your people might be different than someone else's. And the hard part about like school is that you might be in a class that isn't really your people, but eventually you'll find them, probably when you grow up. You love your best friend like a brother. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. I'm so glad. For me, it was good. I had a lot of good friends till like 6th grade. And then all the kids went to a different school, and our class got very small, and I was subject to a lot of very heavy bullying. And so there was a time in my life where I wasn't sure I wanted to keep on living, and yet I didn't want to do anything about it, but it took me a long time to see that. And I'd like to remind people, you know, like if you see somebody at school that's alone, go say hi to them. Be nice to those people, because you don't know what they're going through, you know? And you just might change their mind. They may turn around and grow up and end up helping you. I have a lot of that. Some of the very people who bullied me are my patients today, you know, and I'm helping them, and they grew out of all that and are good people. And I grew out of my stuff too. So, you know, not everybody does, but most people do. Anyway, have a great night. I'm gonna take my peanut butter and jelly experimental bread and go into the living room, and I'm gonna do my Bible study. I started reading the Bible 51 days ago. Well, a little longer than that, because there were a few days where I didn't have access to the internet, and I needed that for my Bible study. And so I finally finished Genesis, and tonight I start reading Exodus. I read the first chapter of it, and then I do like a commentary on it in a different app so that I can better understand what they're saying. Because sometimes when you read the Bible, it seems like gibberish or very frustrating to read. And it's easy to just get frustrated, put it down, fall asleep. So I read little bits every day, and then I read what someone else who knows maybe better than me has to say about it, and it really helps. Thanks for joining me. I'm sure I'll be on again sometime if I get inspired to do some fun kind of change to the bread recipe. Give it a try if you'd like, or check out my recipes on justmillet.com, and let me know how it goes. Take care.